Hi guys, Harry Yotis here, professional trader for 20 years. Started my career in 2005 and still alive in 2026. Okay, let's talk about today. This candle right here, very wicky indecision candle on a chart of the S&P 500, the SPY. We finished down. Finished down. We didn't crash, but we didn't go up. Okay, I was hoping we would get 2 days in a row of positive action, but we were finishing flat. Okay, because the theme of the day and the week, and I think the coming weeks will be uncertainty abounds. Okay. This is all down to the Iran war and more specifically down into the Straits of Hormuz. Okay. And oil. We'll get to that soon, what that means. But first, let's talk about the technical picture. Still in neutral. We're still chopping around here, leaning negative, but still, I'm going to say neutral in terms of the technical picture. We still hovering around these levels. Uncertainty abounds. Everybody is still negative thanks to the war and what's going on. Okay, so that's it. There's no improvement yet, although things do look like Trump wants to back out of this war, and if that happens, we go to much higher. Because, like I keep saying, there's underlying strength in this market. The only thing keeping it down is this war and war tensions. Okay, if it wasn't for the war, we'd be at much higher. Okay, so let's talk about the sentiment, because we always pair our technicals with a sentiment. Still in fear, hovering around the extreme fear in the CNN Fear and Greed Index. Okay, all the sub indices are starting to go into extreme fear. Everything is dropping. Okay, put call ratio is still very high. Market volatility is going down. Okay, and that's what I wanted to point out, that I wanted this market to go higher because I wanted the VIX to get crushed and go down. Okay, we have this candle here, yesterday's candle on the VIX, the volatility index, which is reminiscent of other candles like that, like exhaustion highs type of candles, or in the market it's the reverse. It's an exhaustion low here. Okay, this would be an exhaustion low, and I was hoping that we would continue to go lower, and we did. It looks good. Like so far, the odds favor that the market will go higher. It's strange because the market will react first before you know what the news is. So the market might go up for the next couple of days or this week, and then Trump announces something positive on the weekend. Okay, you can't forecast it, but however, so far, 2 days low here after a big down move is positive. Okay, but yet the sentiment is not enough. It just typifies or pictures what is going on in reality, and the reality is that uncertainty is still there, and we see it because we're nearly fear. Okay, once the pressure alleviates, boom, we're going up to extreme greed and greed. Okay, I feel it because there's nothing else that's going to hold this market down. Okay, so let's go to the uncertainty abounds. What does that mean? Basically, it's Iran and the oil market. Okay, it all centers around oil. Okay, yesterday we had this huge candle, like a 35-40% move from top to bottom. And today we have an indecision candle, which basically finished about the same level as it was, slightly higher, about the same level that US oil was. I'm looking at a US oil here, but you can use anything. You could use USO or whatever, but I like this. Okay, it just shows everything all at once. Okay, today was very, very crazy. We wicked all the way down to $77 a barrel. We're at 86. Okay, right now 86-ish. Okay, it very, very volatile. The CME yesterday increased margin requirements, so I guess that's bad. Bad for the longs, I guess. I don't know. But it just goes to show you the volatility has increased a lot. Okay, and the fact that we're getting whips out here is because we get news throughout the day, and one of the pieces of news that came up is that Trump was jawboning the SPR release. Okay, IEA delivers no SPR action after extraordinary meeting as crude jawboning mania enters day 2. The SPR, Trump was saying that they're going to release oil from the SPR, the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, in order to alleviate oil prices. And if it's not coming, then that is bullish for oil prices. Okay, it goes up. So that as oil was going down and that news came up, boom, it starts getting bit. Okay, and right away, like a 1-2 punch, we get more news. Iran begins laying explosive mines in the Straits of Hormuz shipping lanes. Okay, so this was reported by CNN. So that is really, if you look at the intraday market, if we look at a 15-minute chart of oil, you'll see that it was down the whole day, okay, up until around 1:15, 1:30, and then the news came out, boom, spiked it back up, okay? We were down to like $78 a barrel, and now it's at 86, okay, like an $8 move up on that news, okay? That you're going to get these whipsawed moves. Let's go back to the daily. I don't like the 15. So one day, you're going to get these crazy moves, okay? But you can never, this is going to be the albatross, the sort of Damocles that hangs above us, okay? The Straits of Hormuz is key, and you have gold here. Oh, before I mention gold, I want to say that as this spike was happening yesterday and today, I believe that all of the shorts that were caught in the oil market are out now. Okay, I think they mitigated their position, or there are very, very little left that won't really affect this buying pressure. Okay, that doesn't mean that the price of oil can go up if the war escalates. Okay, it just means that it'll go up by fundamentals, and it won't be because of short covered buying. That's my thinking. Okay, so you might not get super extreme moves, but you never know. Whatever will happen, it will not be exacerbated by short covering, in my opinion. Okay, so right now you're just basically moving on fundamentals and on whatever Trump says, and the fact is important. I mean, it might not be important on the price move of oil, but the fact that the shorts of oil are covered is very important for the other metals like gold. Like, remember, gold was selling off as the market was going down and oil was ripping. You would think that all commodities would go up. The reason that it's important that short covering is not a factor anymore in the oil market is that those shorts will not be selling other assets to meet their margin calls. So gold will probably go up now concurrently if oil goes up. Okay, and silver is the same case. Okay, silver was up today too. Look at these lower highs. It's very, very good. A close above 93 on silver will make it very, very bullish, because you have the rebound, and this is the consolidation. The higher low. Breaking above here is very, very bullish. Here is 83, 84-ish, let's say. Okay. And with gold, you saw the gold is a sustained move higher. You know, this is a perfect upward move. So the fact that the oil shorts are covered means that there will be no pressure in other assets to raise cash. That's all I wanted to bring up with the oil shorts. But it's just a theory. I don't know. I'm just speculating. This looks like like a capitulation move, and then boom, trapdoor after all the short covering buying ended. Boom. Now it's just fundamentals. Okay. We don't know what will happen. I suspect we continue to go lower in the oil price. Okay. Temporarily. We're going to get lower, lower, lower. We could maybe reach the 65 level. Who knows? That'll be probably on a spike down. But this is just pure speculation, okay? It all depends on what happens with Iran. And everybody's talking very tough now, but negotiations could happen. And the moment they sit at the table, even before an agreement has been met, oil is going to tank 10, 20%, okay? And SPY will be bid, okay, heavily. Because everybody, as you see in the fear and greed index, is caught short or fearful, or if you look at the put call ratio, they're positioned with extreme fear means a lot of puts are being bought. So everybody is positioned to benefit from a downward move or protecting their downside. Nobody's positioned for an up move. Okay, so guys, that's it. It's going to be an interesting week. Just being whipsawed back and forth by these oil headlines. So if you like what you heard, just like and subscribe. I'll appreciate it a lot. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Of course, ask any questions you want, and I will get to them as fast as I can. So, guys, I'm looking forward to the end of the week. This is going to be a crazy market. And by the way, without the oil, I'm just saying, without the oil uncertainty and the Iran war, this is a very, very strong market. I just want to leave you guys with that. Later.